Oh, what's up guys? We're in my kitchen. We're changing it up a little bit. I'll be honest, I've been at Area RC, like, I'm there all the time. So I decided, you know what? I need a little break from the warehouse or the workshop. We're gonna do some wrenching at home, and I'm gonna build something I've been wanting to build for such a long time, and it's much needed because the International 28 scale race is just around the corner, and if you don't know, it's an MSM Nation meetup. So we're all meeting in Las Vegas at the Orleans Casino for the International 28 scale race. It is, I don't know the actual date, September, I'm gonna find out. September 4th through 6th. I'll put a link in the description below to the signups, but it's at the Orleans Casino and Hotel. I'm gonna run box stock, needless to say, because that's the Kyosho class. But I'm also, I know what class I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna run one of these. This is the Team Associated RC28. We're gonna build it. I've been needing to build this. I've had this for a while. I just haven't built it yet. We're finally gonna build one. I'm gonna set this one up as a 2500 car at first, at least, and see how it is. But let's do a little bit of building today. All right, so here's the car. Not too many people. A lot of people have one of these, but not too many people run it. Look, I'm getting a brand new Area RC Cow RC pit mat. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for grabbing one of these, but you know what? Perks of having your own hobby shop, you know? I wanted a magnetic mat, so here we go. You can buy these at Area RC. You can't buy them online. And if you're wondering why, it's because, look at this, it fits perfectly in here. If you're wondering why, it's because it's expensive to ship. So, yep, there you go. You can actually get them directly from Cow RC also. Let me get this centered. It's kind of centered. I'm gonna do my best here. Okay, I got my tools here. Here is the kit. Let's open it up real quick. Scoot this up, there you go. So the feedback I've gotten from this car is they all say that the car pushes. I'll tell you right now, I'd rather a car push than be too loose. So we'll find out. I can't stand like not trying things, especially I saw them at the shop. I wanted to build this myself. I had several people reach out and say, I'll build it for you. Alex Soto, he did tell me that you can definitely get these cars to work. People just give up on them really quick, but yeah, we're gonna learn all about it. Here's what it looks like inside. Now it does have this awesome body. This is the rad body. This body is really good, but in the 2500 class, you have to run a plastic molded body, so I won't be able to run that. Looks like it comes with tires. We're not gonna run those. We're gonna run my go-to setup, which is Marker 15s and 1138 fronts. Wheels, let's see. Oh, okay. The manual is a digital manual. Cool. Let me go grab my iPad and we'll do that. I'm just gonna start working on this thing and I'll show you phases, but this is bag one, so I'm assuming we're gonna start with this bag right here. This should be fun. I'm pretty excited. I built a kit in a long time and it's a small kit. How long could it take, right? Oh no, that is a diff, a gear diff. And it is very much a hardcore gear diff. I'm gonna have to be putting a lot of stuff together. Okay, let me go get my iPad. I wanna use it to, you know what? Let's just scan it on my phone. Let's just see. Digital manual. All right, let me get started. Oh no, it's already telling me to mount the servo. Yeah, I don't even have the servo with me. So we won't even be able to get past step one. That's kind of lame. Okay, it's the next morning. I got into a little groove last night. I put a movie on. Actually, it was my TV show. I put a TV show on. Entourage, guys, I love that show. And I just started grinding away. It didn't take me long. It's actually stuck on here because this is magnetic and this chassis is metal. But it didn't take me long. I would guess it was probably about 3 hours. Now you can see there's a lot of Loctite on my mat because I let it sit overnight. But one thing I did notice about these cars is everyone who has one seems to lose screws pretty often. So I was really generous on the Loctite. The rear diff was definitely the most difficult part. There's just so many little itty bitty pieces. And the way the instructions tell you, it tells you to put the diff together and then put the casing on after you put the diff together. But when you put the diff together, things can fall out. But other than that, I think this is awesome. Like, it's crazy to think that this is the cheapest pan car or mod car that you can buy because it looks very refined. Now, we haven't driven it yet. We're gonna find out what that's all about soon. A couple things that surprised me about this car is there's no oil-filled anything. Like, this isn't an oil-filled shock. Basically, it uses grease, a 30K grease, to slow down and reduce the friction there. Also, these little torsion bars, or these little bars on the side, those also use grease, but they're not sealed, which is interesting. I didn't put any of the body posts on because I'm running the 2500 class and you have to run a hard molded plastic body. So I got to get the front clip from Area RC, and then I ran this piece. I think I ran this right. This is the piece that holds the body on the sides. Another thing that I think is interesting is I don't know if you're going to be able to get a battery in there. Like, I know you can take one side out and put the battery in, but I don't know if you can actually like just slide a battery in the side, because the shock on top really is really low. You can see right there. See, so you'd have to be able to slide the battery in and then push it down. We'll find out as soon as we get to Area RC. You might have to take this bar out to get the lipo in, but other than that, the build was super straightforward. Yes, there are some super tiny screws, so if you have big hands, it makes it kind of tough to work on. The worst screw in this entire kit is this little silver screw on the side. These screws are tiny, and you need a really small Phillips screwdriver. The Phillips screwdriver I use is the one that comes in the MSM Mini Z tool set. Now, the Mini Z tool set did not come with a .050, which is a standard size. I don't know if that's actually the tool you're supposed to use, but that's the tool that I used and it did work. It did seem like there was a little play in some of these smaller screws, but all these screws right here take a .050. And it also used a 0.9 hex on some of the smaller hex screws. So make sure you check out, I think it actually says it on the side of the box here, what tools you need. But just make sure you have the tools you need to build it. I thought it said it somewhere. Anyways, I used 1.5 hex driver, a 0.9 hex driver, a 0 Phillips or JIS, actually I think it's more of a Phillips, 0 Phillips to get those really small Phillips screws in, and a .050 hex driver. I would have been pretty frustrated if I got here. Luckily I have everything at Area RC and at the house, but I did have to go searching a little bit. Now, I built mine to the manual. I had a couple of people reach out and tell me that this is not the front bar you want to use. You want to use the, I think it was like the 3-4 or something like that. I believe this first number is camber and the second number is caster, I believe. You can see it right here on the front there. Yeah, first number is camber, second number is caster. I use a 2-2, so I just want to see how it handles out of the box before I do anything. But I would say that me being excited to drive this is an understatement. I can't wait to throw some electronics in here and get this going. I have all the electronics at Area RC, so we're about to transition this video over there and we're gonna get some electronics mounted. All right, guys, we are back at Area RC. Right there, look at that. Boom, Area RC. So yes, the car looks beautiful. Now, I did mount the front nose piece on because I wanted to see how clean it would look with my C9 body, and I'll show you really quick. The mounts do work just fine. So, oh, you gotta make sure you get it on that latch. There you go. Mounts on there just fine. Everything looks great. Now, the only thing that is kind of tedious is you naturally want to grab the car like this and try to take the body off. You don't want to grab because these torsion bars on the side or these tension bars on the side, they're plastic, so you want to grab from the chassis. And then you just lift up like so, and it's good. Okay, in regards to the electronics that we're gonna put in here, we are gonna put everything to match. Basically, it's gonna have Reedy everything. We are putting the Reedy servo. All this is available at arearc.com, as well as we have the new TC28s already also. Let me see, do I have one in here? I don't have a TC20 in here. We do have the new TC28s. Those are in stock also. I'll put a link in the description below. But yes, we're gonna put this servo in here. This is the Reedy servo. We are going to put this black box ESC in because this is the Reedy black box ESC. And then we're also gonna put this motor. This is a 2500 motor. We're gonna run this in 2500 class. I just found out in the International 28 scale race, the SR28 rules, you can't run box stock and the fast classes. So this is not considered a fast class, which I really don't like how they do that because I feel like people should be able to enjoy box stock whether you're a seasoned driver or not. But we're gonna run box stock and the 2500 class. Should be a lot of fun. And then also the Reedy LiPo battery. I mean, we might as well have the whole thing matched. Let's see if you can slide this battery in, by the way. I'm curious. Oh man, this freaking has it's a zipper. And I just opened up the bottom. Okay, let's take this out. I don't know which way the battery's gonna go in, but no, you cannot. So you will have to take one of these battery bars out to put the LiPo in. We're not gonna do that now though. We're just gonna set this aside. we're gonna mount the electronics. Let's take a look at this ESC. Okay, the ESC should go right here. Oh, this is for the motor. This is for the battery. Very straightforward. Now the receiver, where's the receiver wire at? Oh, look, a little programmer. Huh, I think the receiver, why is there no receiver wire in there? Does it not come with a receiver wire? I'm sad. Do I need to connect a specific connector for it? I'm so new to this, guys. Sad. Here, oh, okay. Here's my receiver. So this is the receiver I'm gonna run. There's the sensor wire. Yeah, we're gonna figure all this out. I won't make you guys sit around and figure this out with me, but we're gonna figure it all out. Let's take a look at our beautiful motor. Oh, look at our sensor wires. It comes with 2 sensor wires. That's nice. Here is our motor. This is a 2500. We're gonna mount this over here. Actually, I wonder if we mount it like this instead to make sure it can get onto the motor. We probably will have to mount it like that instead. Okay, and then the servo we gotta mount. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Let me get all this kind of organized and orchestrated, and then we will go over the entire car once I have everything mounted. All right, guys, she's done. I say she's done. She doesn't have a transponder yet. Let me show you. It wasn't as easy as I wanted to be, but check it out. All right, so here she is. I need to clean up the wires. There's no small sensor wires, so the sensor wire is just gonna have to be this big. I'm gonna have to like kind of fold it up in there. But the car turned out great. The reason why I said it wasn't as clean as I wanted to be, you can see right here where I soldered these wires together. I had to make a connector that went from the receiver to the ESC. Yeah, I thought that maybe it would just plug right into the ESC, but there's no connector for it. So I guess they do that because they don't know what kind of receiver you're gonna run, but yeah, that kind of sucked. Steering works just fine. That's actually really good steering. ESC works fine. We're gonna give it a little bit of throttle. It's very, very cool, man. I'm excited to drive it. Now, we're not gonna drive it in this video. I gotta get a setup on it, and I gotta get this thing cleaned up, but that is the build, guys. We built an RC28, and it's ready to go. It is in blinky mode right now, so yeah, we're not gonna change that. I gotta figure out the rules. I don't know if you have to run in blinky mode or not. Let me know in the comments. There's probably a wire that I can just get to go back and forth there, but yeah, I soldered it on. It's kind of lame. Anyways, hope you liked this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe because we will be driving this in a video very, very soon.